The strange world of biohacking.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming in sundown because today we're talking about biohacking. Almost everyone worries about their health. Unfortunately, aging is just one of those unavoidable parts of life, or so we thought. Since the dawn of time, mankind has been willing to try countless insane methods.
Smoke a fresh cigarette. That's how they used to do it back in the day.
Since the dawn of time, mankind has been
Smoke me a fresh cigarette and you'll be all give your throat a vacation. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
willing to try countless insane methods to reverse aging and improve health. We're all looking for the secret exploit that is just under our noses, and this obsession can sometimes do more harm than good. With today's technology and understanding of the human body, a new wave of health gurus known as biohackers are taking the world by...
Bro, he does anything and everything, that guy. Was it, what, Brian? Brian something, I think? I don't know. He does, like, everything. He'll do anything and anything just to save a couple of years on his life.
A storm. And at its core,
Maybe a couple of years.
biohacking is simply using science, technology, and self-experimentation to achieve peak mental and physical health. While many individuals are buying into the fad, corporations are also hopping onto the bandwagon by shilling out tons of new products, many of which are questionable and not as thoroughly tested as you'd think. So, strap in as we explore the world of biohacking. Is it just a new wave of corporate slob, or the next evolutionary step of mankind? I'm excited to talk about...
I feel like a lot of it's just kind of bullshit, honestly. Like, there's some stuff that's worth doing. I would think, like, you know, the nose tape, the mouth tape. I think that's kind of worth doing. The red light therapy, I think that's worth doing. But like, I feel like a lot of it is just straight up bullshit and just not worth like anything. Not even worth like a penny to even do. And people invest like thousands just to see if it might work. It might, it may be, probably not.
this because today I was looking in the mirror. Grotesque. First off, my hair, it takes too long to dry. Now it looks like I have Jerry curls. It looks like I have a haircut, doesn't it?
Yeah, yesterday.
Just literally, it's just because I showered. Also, my face, because I've trimmed down my homeless beard, my face looks more bulbous. I need the biohacking to not, and I don't want to change my diet. I don't want to change my lifestyle. I need...
Yeah, bro. I feel like that's what a lot of people just need to do. Like, if you just change your diet or your lifestyle, a lot of the shit kind of probably fixes itself. But yeah, people don't want to do that. They just want boop, easy.
scientific medicine or procedures once that aren't. I'm not cutting carbs. No.
No one is.
I'm not cutting soda. I don't want to ingest more water. Those are problems I'll face down the line.
Would you eat a sugary gummy if you lose weight?
Yes. Cause see, I'm susceptible. Is it biohacking when I look on like Instagram and there's like a Korean guy and he like has these like face pads and he's like, I used to have tons of eye bags, but ever since I started rubbing this on my face 3 times a week, whatever, the results have been great. That's biohacking.
Anything that like changes your biology with some kind of product.
With some kind of
Isn't that just like hydrating your skin? Is that all it's doing?
product or what,
Yeah,
you know, like,
correct,
yeah. Because technically the pad is they're saying it uses whatever. See, I want that. So I rub that on my face and I go to my office and I eat 3 or 4 Hot Pockets.
Oh, you know what? What if there's, okay, you know those machines that like wrap around your belly and like shake?
What is that supposed to do? Is it just supposed to say that because there's movement, it's burning calories?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, burning calories. But
That's got to be biohacking.
I think
I feel like that's just a massage. I don't think it's anything else.
it is biohacking, and I have a better machine, bone smashing. You put a machine on and it's like it just micro.
What is the machine? We see it a lot of horror films now. I mean, it's like the most obvious thing they use now for like beauty and stuff. It's like it looks like a theater mask and it has the red light under it.
Therapy, yeah.
What does that do? Is that biohacking?
Yes, and we talk about that.
Oh, okay, we talk about it. Okay, well then I'm going to get to it. Your first step into biohacking is actually much more boring than you'd expect. The most common and simple biohacks are the things we've been nagged about since day one. Getting extra sleep.
I don't think that's really biohacking. I think that's just what your body wants. More sleep, more exercise, more water. If we're talking about that, I don't feel like that's biohacking. I feel like that's just life. Or what your life should more look like. What we're designed to do.
Stretching. Exercising? No way. Improving your diet? Nope. And even seeking out therapy. What is this?
This
is archaic theories, Nick.
Archaic.
If I'm in the realm of biohacking, I'm not trying to have all these fucking old head theories, right? I want the future.
The cutting edge.
I have no mouth and must scream. That's what it is. Mine is I have excessive gluttony and must lose weight. That's my dystopian sci-fi novel. It's all very low risk and will almost certainly guarantee that you feel like a more improved version of yourself. Boring! That requires work, Nick.
And time.
And time.
I don't have time.
I don't have time. I have time to experiment on myself.
Yes.
But I'm not going to change my life.
Bro, that's the worst excuse. Everybody's got time, man. I feel like everybody has maybe not like an hour or two in the gym, but like everybody's got like 20 minutes, half hour. Then instead, you could go watch some TV, or maybe, you just get your heart rate up a little bit and you'll be good to go.
Lifestyle. Because what that's saying is those are lifestyle changes, which they say the only way to make improvement, the lifestyle change.
You know who said that?
Fucking
A doctor.
Nazi
doctor.
A Nazi doctor. I'm not gonna go into that. If we call this part of the biohacking pipeline level 1, then level 2 would be where things become a little more worrying or a little more cool. This is when people become far more obsessed with trying to optimize everything about their lives to the point where it's not just affecting their day-to-day, but their wallets as well. Nowadays, the problem is amplified by short-form algorithms in which people you've never heard of confidently push unique wellness tips, techniques, and products, and it's easy for people to fill their needs with this supposedly trustworthy biohacking advice. Once again, I fell into that one. I have no idea if it works. I'm telling you, the little pads, whatever, it was some Korean guy.
You know what? One biohacking video I saw that
Yeah.
I wish I didn't. Some guy made a lobotomy mask. And he had an ice pick.
A lobotomy mask with an ice pick? Why?
Is that real? That's not real.
Well, it might be.
I don't feel like it's a real lobotomy though, right?
An art piece, but I couldn't watch it. I had to scroll.
Yeah,
up.
but he didn't actually lobotomize
Oh, he
himself.
was hitting it hard.
Can we show that?
Don't know.
You need to I think you need to get a new phone and a new algorithm, because it's just people dying and lobotomize themselves. That's all it is. What many don't realize is that most influencers are fighting against the content treadmill, trying to post daily content. And this results in all sorts of rushed, inaccurate, or straight up false advice, some of which is just a ploy to sell you marked up white label supplements, which is kind of what we do. Right? Listen, at the end of the day, there's probably things I've said that aren't true many times, right? I probably said
Supplements are good though, man. Take your vitamin D, take your magnesium, take your zinc. Some of them are good. Some of them are just expensive pee, but some of them are worth it for sure.
things that are completely fictitious in terms of what I'm saying, but I'm trying to make you laugh. I'm not trying to sell you on anything, right? Hey, just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Gamer Subs. I'm exploring a lot of this for the first time myself. So when I'm sitting, it's more of me being like, oh, okay. That's all it is. So just know, I'm not even my ads. You don't know if we can put this in, but the sponsors, I try to make it really abundantly clear which ads I think are okay versus ads that I think are kind of, right? I feel like that's fair.
I have no idea when you're doing it. I think you love them all.
Yes. Some biohacking trends like dry scooping pre-workout powder will start as stupid TikTok challenge, only to be later to be rebranded as a hack that increases performance. Which the pre-workout thing, it made me think of like the cinnamon challenge.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did the
Now people raw dog that shit.
Ooh, man, I've had some pretty bad experiences with dry scooping pre-workout. Mostly almost like dying, that chalky feeling in your throat, and you're just trying to get it down. It's just, it just, I don't dry scoop pre-workout anymore. I haven't done it since I was probably like, maybe like 17, 18, Actually, no. Later than that in life, probably like 23. That's the last time I can remember at least dry scooping pre-workout. I don't do it. Never done it on like a regular basis because I feel like I'm gonna choke and die every single time. Mostly because I had this one experience with a little creatine pill. I swallowed it and then I don't know, it was like I was coughing and burping and just having like really bad kind of chest pain. I could feel it just stuck in my throat, and I was just trying to get it down, chugging water, doing everything I could. And eventually I just started coughing up dust. I was just poof, huh, huh, and that scared the shit out of me. I thought I was gonna die. I was 14, and it really just scared the shit out. No, 16, and it really just scared the shit out of me. It was a terrible time, and I really just don't like dry powder anywhere near my throat or mouth anymore.
It. Well, two reasons.
See,
One, it's quicker.
I heard this. This is the deal. It's how. Why
Okay,
is it quicker?
so
Because instead of drinking the drink,
Yes.
whatever.
So instead of drinking like an 8-ounce thing, which you could scarf in a couple seconds, you just and you're done.
That sounds miserable.
It's just
Also, wouldn't you want your body to slowly like metabolize it? I always thought that it was good that you had the drink because then you're constantly letting it metabolize and you're getting like jolts of it versus like, and then it's done.
I think that.
I like my pre-workout a little grainy though, you know. I don't mix it with too much water, you know. You just kind of like put a little shot in there, a little glass about yay big, and then you stir it up really fast, and there's
Okay, actually, not. I did not pre-workout creatine.
Well, that's the same. It's blood flow bullshit, blah blah blah. Also, I'm not gonna pretend that I know the differences, which I just know you
yeah, creatine and pre-workout, a big difference, but
you do it both.
Yeah.
But our creatine, they always say it's for a bigger pump. It's just blood flow, right? It's just opening up your veins. See, as a fat man, I can't.
I'm pretty sure.
I refuse.
It adds more water retention, so more.
Oh,
water
why? That's fighting against me now.
hydrate some cells.
What does it just say? Stay hydrated longer or something?
It adds more water to your muscles to, I think, help muscle growth. Fact check.
I don't know, dude. I used to go in. I used to like whenever I was in shape. I used to be in shape. I know. People won't believe me, but I used to be. You'd go into like GMC to buy shit. It's just a.
Bro, I hate GNC. I hate it. I hate that store, man. I used to go there when I was younger, but like, I just buy everything online now. I feel like COVID kind of fucked me up in that. I just don't really go to the store that much anymore. I kind of just buy everything I need online.
I mean, it's like It's like reading hieroglyphics. You're going through. I don't know. They're like, yeah, so
Kind of a good thing though, because I hate going to the store.
actually this one's and like, what are you gonna do? Say like deny what they say? They're always like kind of like rip guys. Yeah, so actually I like that one. But then you find out that like every bodybuilding guy is just kind of a giant meathead.
Well, they end
Guy.
up probably on test.
No. You know what I say, dude? If you're into that shit, dude, take testosterone. Take steroids. Understep. Understep. If you want to be big, fucking take steroids. Don't be a pussy.
But
If you want to be big, can go for it and take testosterone. Take bull testosterone.
safely, there's a safe way to do it.
No, there's literally no side effects to taking testosterone, bull testosterone, or steroids. It's perfectly healthy, and there better not be any fucking disclaimers on screen right now. I'll say this too: anything that you have to inject with a needle makes you fucking cool.
That is actually, yeah.
So that's why heroin kind of cool.
Insulin.
Diabetes,
Yeah.
insulin, pretty sick.
Oh, my sugar levels are off.
You gotta be badass to prick yourself every day.
Yeah, not even give a fuck. I do like watching. No, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say there's this. Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
Is there a diabetes content creator?
No. There's not a content creator, but is there a diabetes? There's got to be diabetes focused content creators. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure. On TikTok, there's probably a million of them.
diabetes talk.
I feel like TikTok has if you need a creator for something, they got it somewhere. It might be complete bullshit, but it's there.
Oh, is there diabetic talk?
Diabetes talk.
Oh, Beatties talk? That'd be cool. I'd love to have a guy, the same guy.
Bro, you can go down rabbit holes on TikTok about almost anything. Literally anything.
Who does the drinking.
It's like how YouTube used to be. It still is kind of. You can just go down a rabbit hole, but you can go through so much more on TikTok, and you're just like, oh.
In public and smoking cigarettes. I want to see that guy, except he's just like, I'm chilling, I'm gonna go eat a donut, and I'm gonna hit my insulin.
Yeah, my.
I want
blood
that kind of
sugar's
vlog.
low. I'm gonna take this candy. Oh, fuck.
I want that. Why can't they have that? Dude, diabetics, rise up.
There probably is. Show a clip.
Start by removing the cap to the pen.
Wow. Are you okay?
I fucking.
You got the Superman curl.
Really?
Well, it was. Yeah. You have a lot now.
Do I look? I feel like I look like Rick James with the perm. Rick James?
I know who Ricky is.
Many blindly trusted this advice for a short while, but today you can't even look up dry scooping on TikTok. That's because one influencer had a straight up fucking heart attack attempting it after she'd seen bodybuilders doing it online and assumed it was safe.
I ain't dead yet.
Barely. It turns out dry scooping can cause all sorts of health risks like pneumonia, breathing problems, and airway inflammation. Furthermore, having a massive dose of caffeine hit your system
See that right there? That's exactly what I'm kind of scared of.
It turns out
Oh.
Dry scooping can cause all sorts of health risks like pneumonia, breathing problems,
They're just coughing up dust. Just poof, poof, just dust.
and airway inflammation. Furthermore, having a massive dose of caffeine hit your system in one gulp can cause heart palpitations or other cardiac problems.
You'll be all right. You'll be fine. Don't take my advice.
The most common sign that someone is taking their biohacking life too far is when their daily pile of supplements start to stack.
I mean, that's not. I don't know what some of these are. I have no idea what some of these are. What the fuck?
Up. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian admit to sucking down as many as 35 supplements, causing something known as pill fatigue. This leads to a sort of mental and physical burnout. Many assume that more pills equals better health, even if it means feeling bloated from the sheer amount of pills inside them. Can you imagine getting pill bloat? Like, it's comparable to being like you just went to Olive Garden. Fuck.
That's kind of like what's this? Brian Johnson.
Yeah, Brian Johnson. Well, yeah.
Johnson, that's his name.
Has tons of pills and he looks great. I didn't hear about pill bloat one time from Brian Johnson. Did you?
No, he never complained.
He's just like,
So this is pretty much what I just do with every day of my life. It's just this thing right here.
He's cut it down to 8 pills, I think.
oh,
And 1 drink.
well now
Wait, what's he taking?
Every day of my life. It's just this thing right here.
He's cut it down to 8 pills, I think.
oh,
Essential capsules? What the hell is that? Advanced antioxidants, ashwagandha, rhodiola, omega-3, probiotics.
Drink.
well now he's selling a supplement though. He's like,
I should probably start taking ashwagandha. That's like a stress reliever thing, isn't it? It's not like doesn't like do really much for you, but it can just like lower your stress levels.
He's like, we've designed the test. I look very young, don't I?
yeah, you look really good for your age.
I'm 18.
Take off the last part.
You look really good.
Thank you. Biologically, I'm a newborn baby.
It's like, well, no, you're 63.
He says his
Biologically, I'm a newborn baby.
One thing they did, bro, I saw that he got like all his blood like purified, like all like the plastics and all the bullshit that's in your blood. He got that all taken out. I think it was him. I think it was him that did that. And that's something that was probably like everybody should do. It's probably stupid expensive to do though. We'll say that. It's probably stupid expensive to do. Something that is probably very good for like everybody to do though, but
biologically his boner's stronger than his son's.
Must have been a weird day testing that out. Right? We gotta measure it.
how the fuck did they test that? How do you test how strong?
I want to. You gotta measure it. If I would see, I would love to be his son and just be a fat ass piece of shit. I'm like, cool, dad. Just so disgustingly out of shape. He's just like, son, you're gonna die. Good. Get me out of here. I packed my bags last night, pre-flight. That's like I be sending Elton John to him. 0 hour, 9 a.m.
That's what happened with his wife.
Can you imagine me in like the fuck? I'm gonna look like the whale soon. Fraser, I'm gonna have that oxygen tank on my nose like that, and I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. Can you imagine me having, dude, a fat ass guy in his deathbed just being like, I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. Would they just pull the plug? That's me, dude. I'm telling you. You're gonna come in one day and be like, "Hi, what is that?" I'm like, "It's a Krispy Kreme burger." I have 2 donuts as the
Yo, a Krispy Kreme burger? That's fucked.
buns.
That is diabetes right there. That is pure diabetes.
Will you ever sit me down and have a talk with me if you think it's getting too bad?
Yeah.
How close have you been?
The legs, it starts smelling.
You're behind the camera, just like.
Hunter, we need to talk.
When you start, well, actually, you know, I'll take that when you show up to work with a plague mask on. You're putting bushels of flowers and stuff in there. All your commentary in the back is just you be like, this is behind the mask, whatever.
I don't know. It'd have to get pretty bad. You're fine for now. For now.
For now, you're fine. For now.
There are tons of people who welcome a future where everything we eat is in the form of tasteless supplements, seeing food as a complete waste of time. Tell the Italians that.
This is me. I have this viewpoint, and it's not good.
You think food's a waste of time?
No, I think my opinion's slowly changed, but I used to think that like eating was a waste of time, and then I would just want to eat bland food just for.
What happened? When was the change? Because ever since I've known you, you have nothing but hot sauce on everything. Also, I've never heard you ever once say that a meal was bad. Not once. Not
No, why are we getting a close up of that? So people eating, and that's a close up. I don't like that.
not one time. Everything, almost every time you say, and you'll even eat everyone else's food. I'm like, you want that? So when was that changed? That must have been before I knew you. The one thing was with you is you were like the reverse Mogwai. You were like a fucking like little like gizmo gremlin fuck. I'd be sitting there, I'm like, did you eat today? I must have forgot. And I'm like, fucking go eat some oats. Eat anything. He always has like a fucking like blanket wrapped around him like some gypsy or something. He's like, just eating peanut butter. He's like, well, the Marines only have to have, snipers only have to eat peanut butter. I'm like, that's a sniper. You're a YouTube editor.
Same thing.
Yeah. Dude, I bet I can see people be like, they work just as hard, man. These people gladly go beyond 35 supplements, admitting that it's an easy rabbit hole to go down. One person from an online supplement group reveals that he covers 40 to 50 bottles of pills with t-shirts when his landlord enters his apartment out of embarrassment.
You're embarrassed by taking pill, dude. Let's see. I got me a little zinc, little magnesium, little fish oil, B complex.
He cocked that shit. See, you're late again on your rent. Am I? I'll fucking eat you, dude. Have you ever seen a guy so big, like muscular, that you're like, he could eat someone?
No, but
Because they're fucking, they're like, their face gets huge.
I could see someone breaking me in half, though. That's what I think. This guy
Yeah.
can step on me and I'm dead.
I'd be, you know, I would do though when they're sitting there and they're bending my arm because it's gonna break. They're gonna break it. But if it takes too long, I'm just like, really? And then with one of those,
Oh yeah, piss him off.
because even if they snap it and I'm like screaming in pain, they're like, that should have been faster. And then at least psychologically, because that's the thing. You just gotta attack the mind. Can't defeat the body, attack the mind.
Because then he's gonna go home and he might kill himself.
Ooh, look.
What the fuck?
God. Well, I guess to be fair, if he's breaking my arm. See, you have to break the bodybuilders down so they kill themselves. Got that. But there's more to a biohacker's routine than snacking on pills like Doritos. For the dedicated biohacker, there's a whole elaborate routine for every aspect of their day. When your life is this regimented, you can imagine it's hard to make time for other people, especially romantically. In fact, biohackers often vent about this to their online biohacking communities. An intense feeling of
Biohacking killed your social life. How much are you obsessed with biohacking to the point where you are literally not even leaving your house? How far do you have to get to that point, though? Because I feel like the whole reason people biohack is for, you know, you look good for other people and stuff. You know, it's not like you're just staring in the mirror all fucking day and be like, yep, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, no, we're looking good, damn. Yeah, you know, I feel like you're looking good for like not necessarily just yourself. You know, you might want to look good for yourself, but you know, I feel like a lot of reasons people look good is for other people too. So at what point are you so obsessed with your own looks that you won't even go outside? That seems a little excessive to me.
loneliness hit one biohacker after realizing their friends are always out having a blast getting drinks and enjoying late night meals. Meanwhile, they opt to stick to their strict bedtime and sip magnesium tea in their blue light glasses. Some people are so focused on extending their life that they forget to actually live it. You know what I'm gonna say too at the same time? It's your fucking life. You do whatever you want. You know, it's really funny.
Oh, that too. You're not just looking at looks. You're looking at also like extending your life. That, yeah. I mean, but if you're not living life, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. How long do you want to live that life?
People like me, I just got done fucking eating like 2-day-old cheeseburgers from McDonald's in my room, and I'm like, really, man? Like, I mean, you're like basically a prisoner. As if like, because I can eat cheeseburgers and stuff, God, I'm free. Dude, I'm like a fucking bird, man. I'm like an eagle. I'm like a fat ass eagle. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah. I mean, there's you know.
It's with anything in life.
Yeah.
I think if you go too hard on anything, even if it's healthy for you, I think that you just gotta pull back.
Yeah.
You gotta live in the middle.
I think every once in a while, have a little drink.
Every once in a while, have a
Like,
fucking burger. But guess what? Is there anything wrong with sipping magnesium? Well, I don't know about magnesium. I don't know what the f that is. But if you want to fucking be a marathon runner, go for a run. I mean, like, do anything. Do anything that's beneficial to yourself, but don't be afraid to fucking put a pinky toe in the pool every once in a while, dude. I think one cosmic brownie a week is good for the soul.
You know, a little meth, a little heroin.
whoa, a little meth, a little heroin. We went from brownies, one brownie a week to like a little meth, a little heroin, a little, whatever you want a little every once in a while.
You know what?
Oh, fat.
I hate to say it, and I'm not going to. I hated to say it so much that I'm not even going to say it. I think if you could control your meth intake, I think like you smoke meth? Oh yeah, once a month.
Microdose it.
If you did if you it's like you had 4 rocks. Look back at the guy. Huh? You said you're microdosing, but you've been smoking for 4 days straight. No way. That's biohacking.
Meth, yeah,
Meth is biohacking.
It is. That's.
That would be me though on drugs. It has happened. I get in a thought loop, but I'd be like, just one hit, and then I'd wake up.
Ooh, just one.
Where am I?
Bro, that would be such a slippery slope. I would be addicted to if there was like you could like microdose it. I would go straight downhill. I would be an addict for life. I'd be a meth head.
I wouldn't trust myself. With me, that's
Yeah, I can't trust myself. It's just I'd be down slippery slope, just straight down to addiction. Next thing you know, I'm homeless and in rehab.
That's why I'm a fat ass too, man. It's the idea of being full. It's like and that's the thing. It's like whenever we do meaty magic or we do have drinks or whatever, it's to excess. Everything's to excess. I would never be able. I would die instantly.
Yeah, what is it? Bad impulse control.
Probably. Yes, I do. I'm not even gonna say it. Yes. I would say that would be. So that's why I'm like, if someone's just like, one little puff. Okay. Oh.
I feel like humans in general just have the worst impulse controls. Maybe. That's our like animalistic side. We have the worst impulse controls. We see something, we want it, we go take it.
Oh, well, I don't say maybe one. They would be that. It'd be that over and over again. I could never control it. If I knew someone that could be like, I microdose meth once a month. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna look at him a little funny. I might side eye that motherfucker a little bit, but he's gotta have the will of a god a little bit.
There was one.
Nah, I feel like even microdose, like even just like once a month, I feel like you're gonna fuck your brain up. Because I feel like even people that microdose like mushrooms on a regular basis, they fuck their brain up. It's not just like, I feel like if you do it on like a regular basis, even microdosing, you're gonna fuck your brain up.
Guy where he's just like, I'm a functioning meth addict, and he's like,
That's a sentence that doesn't make sense. The tail end of it, a meth addict. It's when people say I'm a functioning alcoholic, I'm like, you're living a lie, bro.
Well, this guy, he only smokes meth when he gets off. He's like, I'm never high at work. I get off, get in my car.
Ooh, it's like he never actually goes home. He's wearing the same suit every day, just blacks out his car. Wakes up. All right, time to kick today's ass.
I also think people think they start off as functioning, but they're just
I think
away from people.
I think they're almost always not functioning. I think that you're probably lying to yourself and saying that you are, or you're living in delusion.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not affecting anybody in my work. Everyone's like, it's like looking at him like, he just keeps looking at people like, you get those reports in, or? Everyone's deeply afraid of them. Ironically, the healthy response to this would be to occasionally let loose. Unfortunately, many double down on their habits and start looking for their perfect biohacking baddie instead of spending time with normies. One woman recounts going to a concert, nursing her electrolyte packets and feeling disgust at the overweight people around her drinking, smoking, and eating junk food. They want to meet someone who's equally enthralled by podcasts about keto diets and intermittent fasting. Which also, dude, if I saw somebody sucking down fucking hydration packets, I'd be like, well, first off, bitch, how about just drink a water? Acting like you're on the set of Alien. Also judging me. What, they sell funnel cakes here. Am I not supposed to have a fucking funnel cake? I'm not hurting you.
That's jealousy.
Oh, is she jealous?
I think so. Or she's also a pick-me girl. Look at my hydration packet.
Oh yeah, there's times when you're on a diet, dude, you're just pissed at other people. You're just pissed at other people. They're eating, they're having the time of their lives. They're eating whatever they want. It's like, you kind of look at them like, fuck you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been to some places and I've just looked around. I mean, like, how many times have we've been to some place and I'm like, I'll tell you what, the Midwest is just full of it.
Almost every day.
I mean, it's a lot. I say it quite a bit. So if I was just a beautiful, God person, you need to know that 99.9% of the world is just not like that. Must be lonely up there. That's what I'd say. I'm like, down here in the pig pen, though, we're doing just fine. We are living La Vida Loca. Some people will get into relationships with someone only to realize that their need to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to work out, obsession with cold plunges, and compulsive diet and sleep tracking are simply not worth the effort. One woman broke things off with her longevity-focused partner when, during a romantic dinner out, he pulled out a homemade beet and cottage cheese shake and began feasting on 8 hard-boiled eggs he'd packed in a Tupperware container.
I feel like that's like the nuclear option if you want to like get someone dried up real quick. If you're like trying to kill the date.
I'll tell you what, if you want to get someone
Try to kill the date. Let me just bring out my meal prep. Fuck it. Bam. Just straight up 8 eggs. 8 hard-boiled eggs. Fuck it. You gotta have fun every once in a while, even if you're just like, unless you're doing it because you want to be like, a professional, whatever. Just have a little fun every once in a while. Even they do. They're not like die hard every single second of every single day.
dried up. Can't you just like be like, hey, next time can we just not bring the eggs?
No, most people don't do that.
Oh, so you're saying that like, is it a one and done thing, or do you think people are just too fucking like, I can't?
Yeah, it's I can't. He ate eggs. That's an egg.
Also, what do you expect? He's waking up at 5 a.m. doing cold plunges and working out. I mean, what? Yeah, well, yeah, it's weird. He's checking his macros. Well, that must have been a shocker. You know, what I mean? I don't understand.
It's a turnoff.
I could see if somebody was really out of shape and they're in a relationship, they get really in shape and completely change who they are. That's when I could be like, they're just not the same person. Like even the way that we would go on date nights, blah, 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 like that, I could see that changing.
They're better now. They're better than the other person.
I'm a stallion now, babe. I could see that. But I mean, just as a first, I mean, like, what the do you expect? I mean, that's also the price of dating beautiful people. Because also, too, I hate to say this. Can I be blunt and Hunter's tip?
You may.
I must. Hunter's tip. Beautiful people, a lot of time, they're really fucking boring and not fun to talk to. They don't really have a personality because they never really needed one, right?
Yeah.
That's a cold response. That's not true for everybody, Nick. But I will say, it's like buying a supercar. You buy it so you can flaunt it around, but motherfucker's gonna break down, right? You can have fun riding that car and you're in a Ferrari, but just know that it ain't a Toyota Camry, right? That Toyota Camry is gonna be there a lot longer. You're gonna have a lot more war stories with that Toyota Camry.
You're gonna have a bond with that Camry.
Think about the Camry too. Someone bumps into you, it doesn't end your life.
Bro, I used to have a Toyota Camry. It was hard as hell to fit in. I'll say that, man. It was hard as hell. Dude, I'm like 6'3", almost 6'4". It was hard to fit in. I was like getting down. I was squatting down to the floor pretty much. I was all the way down here just trying to ride that thing. And I was like, I had my seat like all the way back pretty much. It was a terrible experience.
Right? Somebody bump into that Ferrari, you'll kill yourself. I'm talking about. An integral part of reaching this level of biohacking is acquiring gadgets. This can range from spending a couple bucks to a small fortune for strange futuristic tools. The most common piece of biohacking gear you'll find these gurus wearing is mouth tape. The supposed benefits of taping your mouth include better sleep, improved blood pressure, reduced snoring, and a more defined facial structure, which is goddamn important in today's age.
See, I feel like that's worth it though. Not all the facial structure and stuff, but like you're not supposed to breathe through your mouth. Taping your mouth closed, that makes sense to me. Opening up your nasal airways, that makes sense to me.
The truth is, there's limited research that proves the benefits of breathing exclusively through your nose. For those who suffer from sleep apnea, however, it can actually make things worse and potentially lead to suffocation. That's me. Another product that has been proven dangerous to its users is the anti-5G EMF necklaces.
What?
AKA probably something that they made in District 9. In recent years, the belief that
Oh my God, everybody's obsessed with their 5G. 5G caused COVID. 5G did this. 5G did that. 5G is controlling us. 5G is brainwashing us. Like 5G's not doing that, bro.
5G towers cause a multitude of negative effects on the human body has terrified middle-aged adults across the globe. The supposed effects of EMF wave exposure are apparently things like tinnitus, headaches, brain fog, and weakened
Probably doesn't help with all this, but
immunity. It can't just be people getting older. It's the goddamn EMF waves. There has been none scientific data to prove this point, yet people still buy into it and have begun buying little pendants that supposedly create force fields around them to block 5G rays. We got to get into something like that.
bro, if I see someone with a fucking square on their chest and they say it's for 5G, I am walking away from that person, never talking to them again. I'll be like, you're a lunatic. You're a lunatic. You're insane.
Getting a lot of headaches after that tower went up.
Now that you mention it, we gotta make a fucking like an ankle bracelet that blocks
mental mind attacks
mental mind attacks,
and 5G and radiation,
5G radiation,
and that attracts
and diabetes.
Lots diabetes.
It does. And then if you say like, well, I still got diabetes, I might get broke. You got to get a new one.
That's a good one.
Gotta have them
Broke,
come
you
back,
gotta get
right?
a new
That'd
one.
be cool. Diabetes bracelet.
On your ankle.
Yeah, on your ankle.
know, it's like the Live Strong thing
Yeah.
bracelet, except it's on your ankle.
And it looks like an ankle monitor, so you look hip wearing it.
It has lights.
Yeah.
And then when people were like, well, now it looks like I'm under house arrest, you can say, but you can be like, no, that's a conversation starter. No, actually, this blocks diabetes. See, there you go.
Oh, it could also prevent, like, because, diabetes, your feet swell. So it could be like compression socks. And then it could monitor your glucose level to make sure the diabetes is actually being turned away.
We've got to ease up on the diabetics in this episode.
They have to talk about diabetes nonstop.
Recently, the Dutch government discovered that some brands like Energy Armor have products that actually emit the type of radio waves wearers fear most. Anti-5G enthusiasts believe cell phone towers produce ionizing radio waves that damage DNA, which is why they cover themselves in these protective products. However, it's been revealed that many of these pendants carry dangerous amounts of radioactive material, making them emit those exact type of waves, ionizing them. How did they slip through the cracks of that? It's the one thing it produces. What?
But you see, if you tell someone who's like that, though, they'll just think the 5G is getting stronger.
Goddamn towers.
So they're going to get...
And they're gonna wear more. They're gonna wear more of them. Literally.
Before you know, they're gonna be just fucking armor, 5G armor. It's just gonna be a shit ton of those like plates just everywhere. They're gonna have the ankle bracelet on, the neck. They're gonna have fucking watches. They're gonna have a hat for it.
Fucking Lee Cronin's the mummy.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Wait, they're wearing radiated pendants just being around them.
They're killing everybody. Luckily, I'm sure these people have very small social groups. That's why they're all like, we're all getting affected. That's also why they think it's real too. Another one just went by me. Look at me. It's like all yellow. Of course, it's not enough to tape your mouth and slap on some tacky looking jewelry. Biohackers will often also wear red light masks and use vibration plates. This is what I wanted to know. This is where we've come to. These products
I do think the red light therapy is useful, but I don't know how useful.
are nothing new, as vibrating exercise machines have been
I think this vibrating shit is just pointless, though.
around since the 1950s. It's just a new iteration of the same technology. The belief is that by standing on vibrating pads, you can relax the body, tone muscle, and lose weight and drain lymphatic fluid, baby. Probably works.
Unless you're engaging the muscles, I just don't see how that works.
Red light masks, or red light therapy, are nothing new either, but have been steadily growing in popularity alongside the biohacking movement. This product claims to rejuvenate your skin, heal wounds, and reduce acne. Nowadays, people are combining the two for their bedtime routines, proudly.
I do also hear that it helps with eyesight. Don't know how true that is, but I mean, I don't know.
Embracing the cyberpunk horror creature they become in the name of longevity. Which, to be fair, can you imagine like looking at yourself in the mirror? Where am I?
My parents bought a red light hair helmet.
How did that go?
It's sitting up on their dresser, collecting dust.
Always on.
Yeah.
They look at it like moths to flame.
I went to a red light therapy at a spa one time.
See, I feel like that's more useful, the bed.
You have to go multiple times. I only went once. Just got scared.
Why'd you get scared?
You're trapped in a big tube and there's red light.
You're like screaming and hitting the walls.
Yeah. Also, I was afraid
Just
someone
trapped in a red room.
would walk in, see me naked.
Oh, you were naked?
You gotta be naked.
Did your cock get healed up, you think?
Healed it from all the cysts and sores.
Got gamer leg on your cock? Yeah. Many athletes use smartwatches to track their heart rate and other biometrics while they work out. And in fact, numerous companies release products that do similar things in an attempt to gain an edge over their competitors.
The Whoop band! You don't have a Whoop band? You're not healthy?
For example, Whoop is a screenless band of cloth with a monitor on the bottom that can read vitals and give you a biological age, which they call your Whoop age. This number can fluctuate depending on.
Bro, I got my Apple Watch. This thing has been dead since I got it, pretty much. I never fucking use them. I never wear them. Why? I don't know. I'm just too lazy. Hello? Oh my God, there we are. Fuck. Yeah, man, I just never use it. I never use it. I think I'm just too lazy to charge it, really. I think that's all. I think that's it.
Your level of physical fitness. The watch is used by many biohackers because it offers a wide range of features that can supposedly improve and optimize your workouts and health. For some users, watching their Whoop age improve becomes a bit of an addiction. Some will even start to feel anxious and freak out if they're not near their
Yeah, I feel like that's worse for you than just like not having it. I don't know. Did I just get loud? Did I fuck my mic up? I hope not. Oh well.
phones and can't check their precious data. And if you're interested in this tech, you'd have to pay an annual subscription fee of $239 a year. This high cost covers the company sending you new bands as technology improves, keeping you up to date. I like how it's a cloth band with like a USB stick on the end of it. Well, that's just because we have to keep... That was until recently when Whoop changed their business model. Now you have to pay $359 a year and you don't get the new watches, all right?
$1 a day? A little bit less than $1 a day? Okay.
They said no more. Can't do that. And if you do pay out the pocket for them, you also have to pay for shipping. I mean, come on, guys. We're a business. We're trying to make a profit here, all right? We got people breathing down our necks. Come on. Whoop! Whoop! Other wellness companies forego physical products completely. Self-Decode, for example, will send you a $500 kit you can use to swab your own DNA and mail it back to them. Once the company looks at your sample, they hook you up with an AI health coach that provides customer...
Ooh, one thing I gotta get done. I gotta get my blood done. That's something I feel like is just the only useful thing, probably the most useful thing. It's probably gonna be in this video. Blood work. I would imagine that is the most useful thing. Then like anything else is pointless, you know?
reports, as well as health and diet recommendations. You like having a cyborg trainer tell you're fat? Decode. Might want to decode yourself.
They might be nicer though than
I don't want a nice one, dude. I want just a guy who's like, you're gonna die. You gotta have fear. If you don't have fear, what do you have if you don't have fear?
I want to be coddled and treated like a baby. When I mess up, they don't yell at me.
For additional information such as mitochondrial DNA analysis and family planning reports, you can pay up to $899. All right, almost not even half.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not a bad uptake. All the technology we're discussing is relatively tame compared to some of the more extreme things on the market that wellness whales can't wait to snatch up. Another thing biohackers rave about is cryotherapy. There are places that offer the service for $50 to $100 a session. However, avid users might splurge for an entire chamber.
Yo, you can get these on your own. You can get these at your house. I've always wanted to try it. I always want to try the cryotherapy. Nowhere around. I don't think anywhere around me has it, but I'm down to try this. I feel like that there might be some like slim benefits to it.
Installed right in their own very home. For a personal use chamber, you can expect to pay anywhere from about $35,000 to up to about $200,000 for your own
Yeah, we'll stick to trying to find somebody else that has one.
chamber. Pretty cool. Because of this insane price, most people opt to take cold showers.
That's the price of a fucking house. 200 grand? Huh?
Or use a cold plunge basin to get the same results. If you don't want to freeze but still want to burn thousands of dollars, then maybe hyperbaric oxygen therapy is for you. Now this is my claustrophobia could never. Traditionally, these chambers were used by deep sea divers to recover from their decompression sickness and carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, people use them to supposedly improve blood vessel growth and strengthen their immune system. These chambers work by delivering pure oxygen to your body through a mask while you're enclosed in a space with increased air pressure. And of course, there are some pretty scary risks for those that abuse this device. Anyone who overuses the hyperbaric oxygen therapy can experience complications such as collapsed lungs, ruptured eardrums, and even seizures, which is just, I mean, it's worth it. With the price of a good chamber being upwards of $10,000, most people can't afford one, so they build.
How is that cheaper? How is that cheaper than the cryotherapy? How is that cheaper?
Them at home. Do-it-yourself builds like this can obviously carry even more risk. Since pure oxygen in a pressurized area is very reactive, even a small spark can cause fires or an explosion. Chambers made by professionals use non-flammable materials to avoid these issues, but a do-it-yourself biohacker could find themselves rendered to a red mist if they aren't careful.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the fucking submersible.
Oh yeah.
That pressure. Bye-bye, gone.
To be fair, if I was gonna go out, I wanted it to be instantaneous and as bloody as possible, so people have to clean me up and remember me.
But when I'm alive, coddle me and tell me how good I am. But now we move on to the third level of biohacking, one that many dedicated wellness nuts don't cross into. This is where people take things to their...
It's the Neuralink! It's the Neuralink!
their limit by seeking out body modifications and other potentially unsafe hacks, whether it's for overall longevity or slightly improving just one aspect of their life. On the lower end, you have climbing and biohacker influencers like Swole Animal, who've started using the raw ingredients from dog paw medicine, primarily tree and resin sap, to thicken the skin of their hands and legs to improve the ability to climb. This is a lot less risky than other crazy hacks at this level. Some biohacking influencers actually advise microdosing nicotine, whether it's through pouches or gum, to enhance cognitive performance and potentially reverse the effects of Alzheimer's. The latter claim is not thoroughly tested, and some people have bought into using nicotine as a biohack to only develop a long-term dependency on it. They just become addicted to nicotine.
That's my brother. I'm biohacking.
Exactly. Take that, also.
Yeah, I'm not biohacking. I just got a really bad fucking addiction to nicotine because I've been doing it my whole life, and it's just the worst thing.
Alzheimer's. Some people go as far and use cyborg stuff.
The thing with the microdosing thing, you're only supposed to do it like, I think it's like twice a week and at a very small dose. It's not like what everybody does. They go through a can of Zins a day, you know?
Technology to try and improve their lives. Sonderplage was a man that long suffered from chronic cluster headaches. After suffering constant turmoil, he finally decided enough was enough. And in 2012, he agreed to undergo an experiment by the Academic Medical Center in Leiden in the Netherlands. They inserted a neurostimulator inside of his back, which had wires that ran along his spine and into his head. This would give him the ability to send electrical impulses directly to his nerves in his head. Using a remote, he could quell his headaches whenever they came in. Sonder was asked to experiment with it a lot.
Like,
what
hey,
started as a
if you could just be like, hey, I don't want no more headaches, that would be sick.
novel concept started to drive him crazy. He could physically play with the wires through his skin and feel the metal pack rubbing against his insides, and the thought of it started to make him distraught. The fear of electrocution or the potential for the internal battery to leak within him led to many late nights, during which he would contemplate cutting it out of his body and finally being free from the haunting thoughts. And during his dramatic freakouts, one thought would repeat in his head.
It's inside of me. It's stuck. I cannot get it out.
The improvement to his condition was minimal, but still there. Despite his panic attacks, he gave an honest...
Yo, imagine getting high and you just know that thing's inside of you. Oh my God, that would be the worst trip ever. I feel like he might cut it out of himself if he was high.
effort to stick it out, but eventually requested to have it removed. That is like a dystopian kind of sci-fi horror concept, man.
That would fuck with me too.
Oh yeah.
To feel it.
To feel wires instead of veins, like it's such a weird concept. I mean, that must make you question what the fuck it is to even be human. Are you like, I'm just like totally defying natural order? I don't know.
I would also blame every new things coming up on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I feel like I would just become a hypochondriac and be like, my leg feels weird. I feel like it's probably because of, you know, I would just make new conditions in my head even.
I'd have the same thought too of ripping it out. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's torture. I mean, and also to just be welcoming back your headaches. You're like, I don't fucking care. Bring the headaches back. Like, I can't deal with this, you know?
That might be interesting. Cured his headaches, but caused another psychological problem.
Yeah. Or do you think it cured it, or do you think
Didn't
it?
do anything?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Well, they said that the results were minimal. So when they take it out, does it just go back to normal? I don't know.
Probably didn't do shit. Yeah.
There's truly no end to how far someone can go to optimize their life, as biohacking has grown into a billion-dollar industry. However, it's safe to say that there's a lot of bullshit out there to sort through, right? It can be incredibly useful and beneficial long-term to introduce positive changes into your life, but there comes a time when you need to take a look at your hoard of pill bottles and strange gadgets and decide if the benefits outweigh the effort. When in doubt, just stick to the simple things like eating well, working out, and sleeping more. I mean, they're fucking boring, horrible, whatever, but in time, literally, if you do it for a month, people are like, it becomes
Like 99% of the shit I feel like we see today is just bullshit. It literally, that's all it is shit. It's just fucking fitness slop. That's all it is. It's fitness slop.
second nature. But that first 4 weeks, baby, difficult. It's difficult. For me, biohacking, I like, once again, do whatever you can to make yourself feel healthier and do, you know, if you're like, I just want to feel stronger, feel younger as long as I possibly can, that's more than fine. We just haven't gotten to a place yet to where it's just like, hey, by the way, by doing this, I'm gonna live to be 150. Once that starts happening, that's when I think we're gonna start seeing more and more people take it more seriously.
You know, I thought about this. Well, how would we not have like fake hearts that would just keep us living forever? But then I also think about the brain, and we would need a fake brain to live forever. But I feel like if you just keep your memories and your thoughts and everything else, I feel like you could have a fake brain and a fake heart, and you'd be good to go. You'd be golden. You could live forever, I would imagine, right? Just need maintenance.
Seriously. I mean, because the
Be half cyborg, but
Inevitability is billionaires are afraid to die. The idea of having no consciousness, like all that kind of, it's horrifying. It's a fucking horrifying concept. But I think people are just trying to find a way to just be like, I want to live forever.
We're getting closer and closer.
I don't want to live forever, man. Because what if other people die around you? You know, you're just constantly surrounded by death. That'd be depressing as fuck.
I don't think we are. I don't. No. If we were at a spot right now where,
But if I could live in my 20s forever, feeling amazing all the time, you know, that's just the goal, really, is feel like you're 20 years old your whole life. If we could do that, dude, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
it's like you can easily live to be 150, I'd be like, that's crazy progress.
As long as the mind.
But if you feel 150, I feel like that'd suck.
If you keep the mind fresh.
Well, I think what's really going to happen is people are going to try to transfer their consciousness into a computer.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I think they're going to try to do.
That's inevitable. Project 2050.
That's also another reason why I think AI is so big too. It's an intelligence program that you can hopefully inject a consciousness into, and then it can learn and become like a superhuman god.
Put it into your robot body.
And I have a big robot penis, and I'm able to have sex with other robots. Oh, I'm Elon. Yeah, that's why I imagine Elon's conversations like, I can't wait to put my mind into a robot, and also I have 40 kids and I don't talk to any of them.
You know what? I think if Warhammer 40K is going to happen, he's going to be the God Emperor.
That's such a good point. Yeah, the Emperor just woke up. Yeah, exactly. He's like, hey, my daughter.
That was video, man. I love Papa Meat's videos, bro.